everyone, welcome back to another cut above with Chris, or another kebab with Chris, depending if you put your captions on or not. I'm going to be doing a face shave today. Head shave's just going to be a quick one, hopefully a quick one. I'm going to use this again. I find this quite a good cream. Now it is Nivea Men Sensitive Pro Anti-Skin Stress. I don't have my contacts in, so I've got to turn things around and look at them. I can't read the reflection in the mirror. It's a pretty good cream. It's not the best cream. I don't think it's as good as Gillette Pure, but I prefer the scent on this. It's not a great, it lathers great, but it doesn't make a great performing lather. But as a thick cream that you just put on, put a bit of water in, fantastic. I'll be using the Overlander today, so I'm going to see whether I can have sort of what could be described as a quick shave with a double-edged razor by my standards. I don't use a double edge in my head too often, although the Overlander is a fantastic shaver. I just find that cartridges for me just work better and faster. Just getting my mirror behind me so I can see what's going on at the back. So all I do is just wet my hand and just keep rubbing until I get a sort of reasonably consistent type lather, I suppose. This isn't like a gel where you're just left with, like, you just put it on and you can shave straight away. You do have to add a little bit of moisture into it. The cream itself won't really shave very well, I don't think, if it was just thick cream. I think just a little bit of work with it, a little bit of effort with the hand. All I'm doing is just dipping my whole palm in the sink. I mean, it's not the best product in the world for shaving with. It's got reasonably good ingredients. I don't know why I'm looking over there, I should be looking here. Here we go. The Karve Overlander with the green Knopf handle. And I've got a brand new Gillette 7 o'clock blade, which I haven't used for a very long time, so I am just going to get stuck straight in. Here we go. Yeah, these blades I've had them for a long time, but I haven't used them for ages. So in terms of what I'm shaving here, I've got 5 days of head growth and 5 days of facial hair growth. So the whole idea with this shave is, how quickly can I shave? If I'm in a rush, can I shave comfortably, efficiently, without chewing my head up and causing a lot of bleeding? So far, I would have to say so good, but it's early days. Generally, this top part here, in terms of shaving, is the easiest shaving part to get to for any head shaver, because you can see it. It's once you get to the back that things start getting difficult. Now I will show you, this cream is obviously not super hydrated, it is not super thin, but a quick shake in the water and the razor is crystal clear, there's no lather left in there. So in terms of actually time saving, same again, hopefully that's done it. Come on, there we go. Crystal clear, just a quick shake. Now the hair is obviously not completely gone, but it's definitely taken it down enough that I can go against the grain on the next pass comfortably with zero issues. Now I've spoken about the Karve Overlander before, and it's safety issues. Now this is technically called a safety razor, it's a double-edged razor, but they call it a safety razor from years ago. The whole idea, I think, came from using straight razors and open razors and going to one with the little bars on it like this was safer. I think that is where it came from. Don't quote me on that though, I could be totally wrong. Maybe the guy that invented it was called Dr. James Safety or some shit, who knows. But to me that would be why a safety razor is called a safety razor. So I don't really have a lot of cream left in my hand. I'm just going to, actually, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to empty this sink out first because it's full of hair. I don't know whether I'm going to have enough cream here to complete the full shave. This is technically just going to be a 2-pass sort of shave, so I'm just going to dip my hand in the water and then just sort of see if I can reinvigorate any slickness here. There ain't a lot, in fact there's hardly any. Like I say, I'm trying to get a gauge on, is this something that I can shave quickly with? So let's just try it. I will tell you one thing, this razor is just so safe feeling. I mean, no doubt at some point during my time with this razor it is going to catch me. I'm going to be very sort of not taking my time, like I am now actually, to be fair. I'm not really paying attention to what I'm doing, I'm just letting the razor sort of do its thing. The Gillette super thin blade feels absolutely lovely, it really does. Just whack the razor into the bowl, don't want to do that. So I think anything sub 10 minutes in terms of the full shave is pretty good for me with a double edged razor. Now in terms of the finish, I don't really accept anything other than a BBS shave when it comes to head shaves, so I'm still expecting a super clean finish. I'm still expecting to feel very little hairs at the end, if any. That's the whole idea. Anyway. But in terms of just feeling safe, this razor is easily the safest razor I've ever used on my head. But efficient, like really efficient. I mean, it's not a Mueller R41 or a Merkur Futur, no, even a Rockwell on plate 6 or a Karve on the F plate or whatever the highest plate you can get on a Karve now is. It's not that efficient, but Jesus, it's efficient. But it's efficient, safe and smooth, and that really is an amazing combo. And I know for a fact I can't do this with the Christopher Bradley razor. It's not a great head shaving razor. The angle that you have to hold the Christopher Bradley at doesn't really instill much confidence for me when I do a head shave. But what Chris over at Karve has done with this razor is truly exceptional. Now, I'm not saying he built this for head shavers, but if I was to say to anyone, if you were going to shave your head with a safety razor, this would be my choice, just straight away. And I've used, I don't actually know how many razors I've used, but I've used enough, and this one's the best I've used for head shaves. That was a postie with a delivery. So I don't even know what time I'm on now, but I haven't done any more strokes. I am just going to just touch up just here a little bit, just a little bit there. And there we have it. That's a BBS head shave. I think less than 10 minutes. I think it was probably around about 8.5, something like that. All up. That's not the actual shave. The shave would have been less than that, obviously. I do talk a lot of shit in between my shaves. But that is like super efficient, super smooth. I can tell you right now, there's no blood. I know there isn't, because there's no irritation. There's just nothing there. It is the smoothest head shaving, safest head shaving razor that I have used ever. And I've used probably close to 100, I would say, safety razors. This is the best head shaving razor I've ever used outside of cartridges. And to be honest with you, I think it's even pushing towards, it's pushing cartridges really. It's pushing me to think that I don't really need a cartridge anymore to shave my head, because this thing does it so well and so smoothly. 2 passes, 1 squirt of cream, and I'm done. Happy days. You cannot go wrong with that, really, can you? And with that, I love you and leave you. Stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive, and I'll catch you guys next time. Cheers.